Danis, the 6'9" of the YouTube boxing world. The man, the whole country, the whole world was wondering if he would show up, if he was going to show up, and was so excited for him to show up. But now thinking about it, I would have preferred him not showing up. I would have preferred him being replaced with Mike Perry and Mike Perry fighting Logan Paul. Because all the dreams that he sold to the fucking world about him going in there, knocking out Logan Paul, and people buying into his hype, people buying into the excitement that he was bringing, he just shit everywhere, shit all over it. All the hard work that he put in during those few months building up to the fight, he just put water all over that shit. And that's the reason I call this guy the 6'9" of the YouTube boxing scene. He's all talk on the internet, that gangster persona, chatting shit about someone's wife, fiance, his whole family. But when it comes to real life in the ring, throwing hands, this guy goes missing. I don't know what his strategy was in that fight. I really don't know. Like, I wish I could come on here and explain to you guys, break it down, what his strategy was. But by just looking at it, it just seemed like he didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't want to engage. He just didn't want to be turned into a meme. He just didn't want to back up his words. He just wanted to go in there, survive the 6 rounds, and just afterwards say, look, he could have knocked me out. That was a victory for him. That was a win for him. And running around the whole 6 rounds with a high guard. And it's just embarrassing, man. Like, look at the stats, man, compared to the punches that he threw, compared to the punches that Logan Paul threw at him. He didn't even throw more than 15, 20 punches in the 6 rounds that they fought. And some of them were against fucking Logan's security guard, who wasn't even fighting. And even those punches, this guy missed. Does he deserve to come back to Misfitsboxing? Does he deserve to come back to the influencer boxing scene? Because at the end of the day, the audience, the crowd, they pay for the boxing, right? The tweets, the entertainment side, all of that shit is free. You can see that shit for free, but we pay the pay-per-view money for the boxing fight, right? The fight. And if that doesn't deliver, do you bring this type of person back to your promotion? Let me know down in the comments. Do you want to see Dillondanis return to influencer boxing? And who does he fight? Because I'm pretty sure most of the people in the influencer boxing scene do worse to Dillondanis than what Logan Paul did. Because don't get me wrong, my people. I'm not just criticizing Dillondanis here. Logan Paul didn't look great either. He wasn't on his A game. This guy was still hesitant. This guy was still timid. The one thing that this guy always got criticized about, throwing that big right. And it still seemed like he hasn't learned that yet. We can see that in the match. Most of his punches came from his hip. Those are just arm punches. And he just seemed a bit hesitant. He wasn't putting his foot on the accelerator and just pushing Dillondanis and just bombarding him when Dillondanis was hurt. Or when he could have hurt him. I get where Logan is coming from about he's not going to fight with emotion, but I don't fully agree with that, my people. I don't know if you do as well, but if somebody's been tearing down your fiance for the last couple of months on the internet for billions of people to see, and you go in that ring and you've got 6 rounds to do whatever you want to that man, and that's what you do. Because I called it from the start. If Logan didn't knock him out, that's not a win. It's not a win in my books. Maybe for him, but I know it keeps him up at night that he couldn't knock Dillondanis out. All this persona that he portrays on the interviews, his podcast, that he's happy with his win. He didn't want to fight with no emotion. But I'm pretty sure when he's sleeping in the night and he's twisting and turning, all these moments play in his mind and he knows he should have knocked Dillon out. But he didn't. He played it safe. He played it safe. And Dillondanis, the one thing he's good at, jiu-jitsu. He had 2 attempts to take down Logan Paul in that fight. Something that he's sick at. And his brother still failed. Bro, you should be fucking embarrassed, man. You should just leave the internet for a couple of months or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, we know Dillondanis is going to be happy with no matter what, because he's got his fame, the clout, all the followers, the bag that he got for this fight. He's going to be over the moon that he got out that fight with no mad injuries to him. But you guys let me know down in the comments, do you want to see him back in the misfit scene, in the influencer boxing scene, or should we just close this Dillondanis chapter once for all and just move on with the influencers that we do have. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it and you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Take care. Peace.